Hey, what's going on, everybody? I was just on CNN and I was watching two stories. I'm gonna give y'all a quick breakdown and see how I can tie all of this together. One of them was called Baby. This was crazy. It was called Baby Hope, and basically it was a murder that happened July 1991, like 22 years ago, basically. And I think it was July 22nd. And the other story is veteran groups plan a major protest in DC. Now, what's the point of these two stories? The first one is brutal murder and shows, how this world has gone from bad to a whole lot, a hell of a worse. And mainly people just snap like that and do that because of their background, the way they were raised, and their mindset, people. That is something so big. Your mind is a terrible thing to waste, but it's the most dangerous weapon that you can basically have because a lot of like bad people like Marlon Manson, Hitler, Bush, they basically their mind is focused on something that solely benefits them. And when you only benefit in yourself, you're grudgy, you're disrespectful, and I don't mean in that aspect of like, oh, you only care about yourself. You're like that. I mean, those kind of people that really just care about themselves. Like, I don't care what happens to so and so. That's his problem. Instead of being like, man, that kind of messed up. But people don't have that right mind frame, people, and they don't take 5 minutes to think self-development, to just think what can help me change my mind if I'm having these negative thoughts. Should I get help? Should I talk to somebody about it? And that's what happens, so reach out to your kids. That was my warning for that first one. Reach out to your kids so we don't have more of this happening because it's already happening. It's already crazy. So reach out to your kids, people. Reach out to people. Talk to people. See what's going on in their mind. Why are they flipping out? The second thing I wanted to tell you about the veterans. With the whole government shutdown, these are supposed to be leaders of the country, leaders of the world, leaders of leaders. You cannot lead if you can't even lead a horse to water. You know what I mean? Like, what is it that gives these people that sit down with a bunch of paper in their face the power to decide what's right, what's wrong, what should and what shouldn't go? You see, that's why God is here, because man obviously can't rule. Man can only lead through information that's been given to him that someone else used because they were led through God. And I'm not saying this all backs down to him, but somebody got to give somebody some kind of information, and that's the only other word. So we'll just leave it at that. But the whole point is basically, people, how society itself has just crumbled. And that's the basis of these two stories. The government is basically society, and what happened is it just shows people and how they work and think now, and in this age and time, and it's just like nothing. There's nothing anymore, people. So, what is it that you can do that can be different, that can help the society uplift themselves? You give value, you give influence, you join into things that have that positive input, and you pull as many people around you as you can before it's too late. Because this earth eventually has a time and it has a date where things will not be here anymore. So what do you do now? You enjoy life, you live life, you follow God, you do what you gotta do, people. So if you're someone sitting at home wondering, what am I gonna do next? What can I do next? There's nothing for me to do. I'm bored. There's something for you to do. All right. Click the link below. Click the link below. Excuse me. Click the link below and connect with me on Facebook. And the reason I said that like that, because I know people that'll act like they have nothing to do. And it's like, you have so much to do and you don't even know. And it's okay though, because eventually they'll get it and they'll understand it. So I wanted to make this video for you people. These last couple of videos that I made is all mindset, just to get your mind working and start thinking a little different. So click the link down below, connect with me on Facebook, add me on Facebook, and let's get it popping. I love you guys. Peace. Start thinking different.